Hey Herd, it's me. I am back with the gift guide walkthrough that I promised in my short. I got a couple more ideas in here for you, and I'm not going to touch on everything, but you'll see everything, okay? Let's get started. Okay, let's look at the cover first here. They've got some great things here. They do have a lot of licensed characters, always at Five Below, so definitely check that out because if your kiddo has an obsession with a certain character, they've got it, even Bluey. All right, so here we've got some stuffed animals. They're, the old gang Winnie the Pooh. And what I think would be fun to do where a preteen or teen, if they used to like Winnie the Pooh, or if it's just like, it's a cute thing they would find as cute or adorable, then I would get a little box and put a gift card inside the box and then use Velcro on the box and the hands so then it looks like Winnie the Pooh is holding the gift for them. I just think that's a cute, fun idea. Really simple. And then you got a kind of a gift with it and you're getting your gift card, which is what they oftentimes really want. This is a kind of squishy that is supposed to be really popular right now, according to my middle daughter, who's 11 going on 12. So we had Halloween ones from Five Below, and they were very sticky and stretchy, but then they didn't stick on you, so kind of worked out all right. Here we kind of went over most of these things in the shorts. We've got Monster Jam here, Monster Trucks, and it could be really fun if you have a kinetic sand set or maybe gift a kinetic sand set. And then you can use this and you can build, if you want to put it into like a cardboard box, you can build a little arena there. It would be really fun. You could have them draw little people's faces in the stands and you could tape that around the boxes and you can make hills and things with the kinetic sand for them to drive over. It could be a real event. It also could be something you set up and then you walk away and go do something if your kid is able to hang out by themselves, because then you get a few minutes of silence to run around and get the things done you need to get done. All right, so we've got slime here now. We get a lot of slime actually from Five Below, and we're pretty pleased with it actually. We definitely have gotten this many times, this crazy slimy metallic purple. We've gotten purple and clear and teal, many colors. We get mix-ins for it and we have a great time with them. But if you don't want to go online and on Amazon or Etsy, they make mix-ins. If you don't want to hassle with that, you've got these options here. So you've got Slimy Gloop Mix-Ems, and then here's your slime, and then here's your 3 mix-ins, and they have different characters, like I said. And it's a much smaller amount of slime, but it definitely cuts the hassle down on your end. So think about that. There's enchanted slime. They have a lot of different stuff. Scented slime bar. I think that'd be something fun that kids would like to do. As long as the scents in there were good, you'd have to check and see. All right, diamond painting, that is definitely something that preteens, teens would be into. All right, now we have all this candy. It is definitely a thing to give to preteens and teens food because that's what they love. They just want that extra good stuff. So they have a lot of that at Five Below. I suggest doing something like taking one of the mugs. They have lots of different kinds there, but right now for the preteens and teens, you've got Stranger Things, you've got Minecraft then, and you've got for the littlers, Stitch, or even big kids. I would put a couple candies in here and things, and then what I would do, like for example for this Stranger Things, I would I get a thing of waffles and then just cut out the small Eggo logo on there, and then on the back I would either tape my gift card or put the envelope with the money in it, and then you stick that in there too, and then it's a nice whole kind of same connected vibe going on inside the mug. Same for Minecraft. You could put a gift card to Minecraft in there. I do love that they have these build your own little, I would call them cottages instead of houses. They look like cottages to me. They have Oreo kisses and they have so many more. And again, you can put a smattering of these in, or you can tell Santa that your kiddo has some favorite candies and let them know that. Here we've got the Disney and Funko collab that we didn't know we needed. Disney makes really cute little figures like this, and so does Funko now. They've worked their way into small little figures because those are really popular. And they've got snow globes with princesses in them. They've got the Fab Five here, except we're missing Goofy. And then they have a collection of different dogs you can collect, like, come on, from the different movies. Like, it's so cute. And then if you're a big Stitch fan, or a big Stitch fan, they've got Stitch in all different kinds of outfits and expressions, and it's very cute. Over here, we've got Wicked, and I did another video on this, so if you haven't watched that Wicked video, that's a short. You can see more of what they have to offer in the way of Wicked. But I do love that they separated here only because you can make really good gift bags with that. I would suggest obviously using one of their book bags they have to offer there, and then you stuff it with Wicked themed things, and then even like colored candies or snack that match the theme. And now if you want to, you like both your friend you're buying for, your child you're buying for, really is into both Elphaba and Glinda, or Glenda, depending what part of the movie you're in, you know? So you could do a mix of those in the bag, in one bag too, because, you know, both sides are great. We've got Grinch things. He is really a fun character. I love the Grinch. We watch every year. And so the same kind of vibe you can do this as a book bag. You can put Grinch themed things inside, and also other green things like, you know, with Elphaba, green snacks, green candies. Anything you want to put in there. I would say you could put Jolly Ranchers in a mug or a cup. So you can put all that in there. And I would throw in a few actual gifts too, just because, you know, I don't know, all candy. I don't know. For me, that's a little boring to do all candy, but that's just me. Speaking of just me, SpongeBob, not my favorite. I don't know if I'm the only parent out there. I don't know, but I'm not a fan. I'm sorry, I'm not a fan of SpongeBob. But there are kids out there who are, and even the kids, like my kids who don't really like SpongeBob, still love the Krabby Patties, and they always have some kind of candy like that there at Five Below, so check that out. Here we've got a bunch of Stitch items, like I said. I would go, if I had to pick one, I would pick the Marble Maze, because that's more interactive. You guys can build together different ways that the marbles could go down, and it's Stitch themed, so it already makes it a little cooler right off the bat. You've got Hello Kitty things. I do have some Christmas themed things there. We've had good luck with Hello Kitty at Five Below. Same with Bluey. They've got some musical instruments here. They got some art projects, all good gifts at affordable prices. Okay, so now this is giving extra cozy. They've got really good deals on clothes and t-shirts. I'm sure if you've been there, you know the t-shirt wall has lots of great funny t-shirts, and they also have really cute pajamas. I've gotten actually a pajama shirt for Halloween, but it looked like a real shirt, so I wore it as a real shirt, and it was great. It holds up well on the wash, so these are pretty solid. Here they separated it to girly, snuggly, gamer, and collector. Now, I personally think anybody could love these things here, girl or no, any gender. And same with this, it's not gender specific in my mind, because lots of people love games and video games and that kind of thing. So they're just showing you ways to group up some of the things that they have at the store, which is great. It's nice to know. You could definitely do snuggly things there. They have this viral bear that everybody loves. I don't know if that's quite the same bear, but it looks like this, and everybody is a big fan. So I think that'd be a great gift too. And then you've got the collecting things, which they have a lot of in Five Below. You can collect a lot of things there. They do have Disney Doorables, but sometimes it's not the best price. If you have little ones, I'm sure you know about K-pop Demon Hunters. My littlest is obsessed, and so this is kind of a cool thing that they have a poster, because you can't find much out there right now. And then you got the mystery bags, which everybody loves a mystery bag. And then we've got here all of the skincare, makeup, self-care things. And my daughter approves of a lot of these things here. I think it's cool that they have their own countdown calendar. I assume it's cheaper than what Target and Amazon and Ulta are offering for like a, you know, skincare countdown. So I might actually get that for my middle daughter. We'll see, and then I'll do the rest, because sometimes they come with things in it that she doesn't really want to use, or she's not allowed to use. So I'm doing it custom made this year. We'll see how it goes. If you want more info on that, let me know in the comments. You could also use these and split them up, and you could leave them for Santa to put in the stockings if you wanted to. There's different, I'd say flavors, different smells on each of them, and that's lotion there. And you've got other things you could break apart, like these lip glosses that could go individually to each child. And then you've got these are, I don't want to say knockoffs, because that's kind of not nice. I mean more like copycats of Sol de Janeiro specifically, and this smells pretty similar. I still go with the original, but for kids, teens, preteens, this is perfectly acceptable. Now here again, they've chose to do some gathering up of kind of similar items. So for stockings, these are great things. There's jewelry, there's really fun magnets, and there's keychains, which are really popular, and then there's candy and some games. So you can see here there's a variety of items that you can pick from, so definitely go check them out. And then here, look at this, Lego! Can you believe it? Lego at Five Below? What? Definitely it's not Five Below anymore. I'm sure these are comparable prices to where else you can find your Legos, but it's worth checking out because they have some really cool stuff here. All right, so that is it for Five Below. Thank you for hanging with me today, and I'll be back with more gift guides to walk through with you, and I'll try to keep them quick like this. Also, if you're interested in different unique ways to give gift cards and cash to the kids in your lives who are preteens, teens, I can absolutely, or young adults, I can absolutely tell you different ways to do it. I've been gifting money to my nephews in all sorts of crazy, wacky ways for some years now. And I have lots of ideas. So for gift cards or cash. So if you want to see that, maybe put a money sign in the comments and I will definitely get to work on that video. All right, now we're all done. I hope you enjoyed it. That'll do, friends. That'll do. Bye.